And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is, I don't know, what day is it? Tuesday. It is Tuesday. That is the day we are on today. I hope your Tuesday is going well and it's fun and exciting and all of that stuff. Let's jump into all of the fun and excitements. Let's see. We are on this button. There we go. Switch over to Minecraft. And yeah, we're still down here. That's okay. It's going to be great. Or a utter and complete disaster. Also fun. So, here's the deal. On stream the other day, we finished this bit of the farm. Still need to put some glass in. That's okay. I finished this bit of a farm that generates slime. And it does great. It's multiple stacks of slime blocks per run, which is awesome. It really does sit around 2 stacks, which is great. But since I've got all of this infrastructure that converts Allay, or at least converts Allay's suffering into silverfish, why not see if we can use it for 2 things, okay? So, obviously, slime is a thing. It totally does the slime bit. But it's really not that different if I were to convert or add, not necessarily convert, but come in on this side over here and do, whoa, gravity. Gravity's cool. Instead of bottles of oozing, what if we spit out bottles of weaving? Okay? Now, I could drop them down the same hole, but all that's going to do is just spew out a zillion, well, it's not, it's going to spew out like 9 cobwebs, and then that's it. Okay? And yes, I could, I suppose, be down there to get them, but it's going to be a huge sort of waste because most of the silverfish will either not generate cobwebs, or when they do, they well, there's just not going to be any place left for them to go. So I think I'm going to go with a second plan here. Now, what does plan B look like? Well, plan B looks like, okay, we've got some glass. So what plan B looks like here, let's get this out of the way, is what if we bring the silverfish this way, and let's see what we get, right? Okay, so we go this way. Hey, how's it going there? What's it? I finally gave in over there on Beam. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Also, I'm going to have to turn all of this stone into not stone, because otherwise the silverfish are going to have a field day. And that's not fun. So did they convert that? No. All right, sweet. Anyway, how you doing, man? Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab some wood. We'll just plank it up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess the question is, you know, how far do I need them to go, right? So, I mean, the reality is not very far. They'll drop down into that. The idea is we'll switch the direction the water flows. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then I could drop them down a hole right here. Okay. That's fine. That would work out beautifully. Now, here's where things get fun though, okay? I don't want them to all just flush out like they do over on that side, okay? So we're going to have to do a little bit of switching of things. Also, I think this switch is going to go to the other side. So what happens when you flip it this way? Okay, now our water is going to come out over here. Okay, great. Wonderful. Full of fun and excitement. Right, all the fun and excitement that you could ever want to have in a single package right there. Okay, cool. Now, I don't want this lever to totally be down here. I think I want the controls to be up here somewhere. So, you know, because it would be handy to be over here. Let's see, the start button. Right, that's the start button. It would be handy if there was a lever. Said it could be over here. That switches it from slime to cobweb mode. Okay. Oh, you know what we should do too? Just while I'm thinking about it. Let me see. I think I may have some cobwebs down here. I had harvested a bunch of them. They're not down here. Maybe they're over here. Maybe I left them here when I was cleaning out. Yeah. So there are some cobwebs. Not a huge amount, but definitely some. We're going to need a few of those for testing. I didn't happen to leave anything else in there useful. No, okay, so that's fine. All right, so we'll need a few of these for testing, but I also need a few of these to brew up some weaving potions. Some splash potions of weaving. So it's easier to go up this way. All right, so let's do that. Let's get that brewing. All right. And then we can deal with getting the rest of this going. But it takes a while for the potions to brew, so like a good root beer, right? You want it to brew for a while? I don't know. I've never made root beer. I don't know if root beer needs time to age or something. It's not fermented, so, you know, I don't know. If any of you are an expert in root beer, let me know. All right, but let's step into our happy little brew chamber here. All right, so take out the slime, put in cobwebs. About half of those should be fine. Okay, so that's oozing potion. The shulker box is empty. Cool. Let's see. Oh, right. The thing jams a little bit. Okay, that's fine. We'll we can make things happen somehow. Here. We'll just let it do stuff. All right. Hopefully everything here is good, right? That's brewing. That's not doing anything. Awesome. All right. So we'll just throw that in there. We'll let the allay sort it out in a bit. All right. But what we should be getting, because we do have plenty of, actually, we should probably add some more gunpowder to that. Okay. But, oh, I must have still had a slime potion in there. That's fine. From the last time it was running. We'll let that go, and then we'll see what, hopefully we should start seeing slime pull out here. Uh-oh. That's not good. I mean, it'll probably work just fine, but it's not what I want. Hi, you get in there. Okay. Okay. See if I can get a few more water bottles in there with my really, really lousy inventory space. Okay. No, this is perfectly fine. Okay. But that did get potions of weaving. Perfect. All right. Cool. We'll get there eventually. Jeez. All right. You know what? Here. Let's just dump a bunch of stuff out here for a minute. All right. There we go. This should do it. This will give me sufficient potions. Okay. I have no idea where those are going to end up in this system. I guess they're ending up there. Cool. All right. Cool. So we're about to get... I guess I could step in here and watch, right? Yeah, we've got some splash potions of weaving action going on there, which is awesome. All right. We'll need those later. Okay. But first, how the heck is this going to work? Okay, so I have two things I don't know. Okay. One is basically how long does it take for me to harvest the cobwebs? So we're going to test that here. But also, where do I need to be? Because unfortunately, this is going to be a farm that needs some manual intervention. The slime farm, they just splat, and then the iron golems can clean them up and all that type of thing. Unfortunately, when it comes to cobwebs, it's not quite that handy. Okay, so let's put this at the same Y level. So what is that? Y26. All right. So let's figure out where this is all going to go. I'm sure this is going to be perfectly safe. Let's go ahead and... I'm just going to tuck my redstone box away just in case. All right. I think there's a certain reality here I need to figure out, but we'll figure some things out, okay? Let's just dig down. We'll get down to where I need to be, and hopefully this will be fine, okay? Okay. This should be just all the just be safe and stuff, right? Right. That's the plan. Okay. Okay, so this is at 26. Cool. I want to... Do I have a... Oh, other way. Oh, it's right behind that iron golem. Okay. Hang on. This, I think, is not the way to go. Okay, so these away. Alright, so we're right behind this iron golem. Okay, I don't want to let the golem out, so we're going to keep a little bit of a watchful eye on this. Oh. Alright. Cool. Alright, well that works. Alright, so we're going to be dropping things down here. I don't really need the... As I said, I don't need the golem, but at least that's the theory. So... Okay, so anyway, we're going to be dropping stuff down about this way, roughly speaking. Something along those lines, anyway. So, all right, so let's dig another round, well, layer here. Anyway, I'll right here. You know, it might just be easier to figure out something else, or just to dig them down separately or something. I don't know. I had words, I had thoughts, none of them made sense. It's all good. All right. Just leave that glass there so I can so I can see the golem, right? That's going to make sense. All right. All right, so I've got some questions. So let me get this last column of stone dug out. Also, I should probably fill this in. Just because. Just to be sure that if whatever it is that falls down here drops, it drops where I want it to go. All right. Sweet. Now, I want to be perfectly honest. This might not be where I want the drop shaft to be. But at least we've got some basic idea of something. In fact, if I were to bring it over here, this might be interesting. Okay. Having it a little bit closer over here might be good. But yeah, we'll have to rig a system to trigger our thing, which I think I can do actually with a nice dealy bob. Yeah, dealy bob. Scaffolding thing. Okay. Yeah, I could use scaffolding to trigger the machine. Okay, so there's that problem. At least the solution is relatively straightforward. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of digging and stuff, but, you know, no big deal. All right, so let's figure out the next step. Okay, so we have things dropping to the pot. I don't think I need to get in here anymore, so let's just close that off so I don't accidentally fall in there. That would be bad. So, there. All right, so we're going to be coming down this way. Now, I think what I want to have down here is actually right here. I think I want this to be chests, all right? I know, chests. It seems a little weird, but chests have a slightly different hitbox. And I think that's going to be helpful here. All right. Also want to take out the stone there. Again, I've dealt with too many issues of silverfish ending up in stone. I should probably dig out some more of this, but okay. All right, we'll make it pretty later. All right, so the idea is we switch the water, and then the silverfish will flood over this way, right on top of those chests. Okay, right. So if I flip this, yeah, they end up. Actually, you know what? Let's see. If I take, hang on. Yeah, that's as far as the water's going to go. Okay, so that's good. So I want them to flow to there anyway. All right, good stuff. Now, I want to do a test, and I want to do a test with my good shears. Those are bad, horrible shears. Yeah, these ones. I want to get, because I've got some efficiency 5 shears. Okay. So, let's do this. Let's clean out a little bit of space here, which I think we're going to need regardless. Okay, so we'll clean out a little bit of space. And what I want to do is I want to put down some of this, some of these cobwebs, and see how long it takes us to cut through them. Okay. All right, so. Okay, hang on. I do want to pick up, especially this andesite, which I seem to be running low on. But, all right. So if I take these shears, right, if I have, how long does it take to get through them? Okay. So if I'm like right next to them, 1, 2, 3. So it's basically 1,000, 2, 1,000. Okay, it's not quite a second per thing. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Mining speed's not too bad then. So if I were to have... Right, because the cobwebs are going to... They'll actually drop in a 9x9, but I don't think I'm going to be able to... or it's a 3x3, excuse me. But I think this pattern is going to be the one that's going to get me the most cobwebs per drop. Oops. Okay. Right. I don't know that I can... There's a way that I can get all 6 of these without moving. Okay. All right. So basically, if I come up, I can do that. All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I might be able to do something. But what that tells me is I need to be dropping... I can't drop the silverfish any faster than maybe 1 every 3 seconds. Okay. Which might be okay. 1 every 3 seconds is... I think it's doable. It's just a matter of figuring out the clock. Okay. All right, so what I want to do is let's come down here. And the way we're going to do this, I think, is we're going to use the ever-reliable minecarts. Right? We've never had issues with minecarts before, right? So, yeah, it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. Or something. All right. So the idea is I want to bring I want to take a minecart, or perhaps a series of minecarts. You come through here, pick up the silverfish that are going to be washed up against this ledge right here. Okay. They're going to sweep them over here, drop them down a pit. All right. And then, they'll fall and they'll splat and they'll create cobwebs all over the place, okay? That is the master plan. It's just a matter of where do I want them to drop. That is a slightly harder question. Okay, so, not an impossible one, just slightly harder. Because they're going to have to drop off to the side. So let's say I drop them right here. Like I said, wasn't convinced that this actually is where I wanted them to have the drop, but... Okay, so this doesn't need to go far, in fact. So let's take this. Oh, right. Don't need the splash potion of oozing right now. In fact, I know what I need to do with that. Let's put my toolbox away, just in case I die and need to get at it again. All right, so let's drop right here. And this is, of course, the safest. Ooh, look, water. Okay. Okay, hang on. I know it's dark here. I'll turn on the, okay. Yep. Oh, well, okay, too far. Too far. Is it this way? This way? Something this way, things drop or something. All right, so basically they're going to be dropping right here. All right, that's the drop. And then what they should do is we should be getting cobwebs in a space 3 blocks on a side. Okay. So they'll drop down here, and they drop. let me look that up real quick, okay? Because, you know, it wouldn't be the first time I was wrong, right? Okay, so weaving potion in a 3x3 cube centered on the affected entity when it dies. Okay, so a 3x3 cube actually could be a little bit of a problem because, okay, they can only spawn on top of existing blocks. Okay, so less of a problem. Cobwebs cannot spawn on top of other cobwebs. All right. So this is actually not going to be nearly as bad as I was fearing. All right. So basically what I can do is they'll drop here. We'll get cobwebs in all of this space. Okay. Which is great. So let's go ahead and mark that out. All right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and kick this in this way. Hey, Sprite, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a fabulous day. You know, it'd be really cool. Would be some frog lights. I don't have another thing. Okay. Ender chest. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, that's okay. We can survive without it. All right. Cool. So yeah, so the silverfish should drop here, die, and then this whole platform ends up covered in cobwebs. All right. That's awesome. I love this for us. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to want is we'll need a drop chute, drop elevator from the front of the farm over there, which actually might be okay. I wouldn't have to send the signal up. I can just go up there, say, go, drop down, harvest some cobwebs and things. You can't complain, but you don't have much reason to right now. That is fair. That is perfectly fair. All right. Doing okay light-wise? Yeah, we're doing okay. All right. So the good news is there isn't a whole lot we're going to need to do down here. We'll just need to give ourselves a nice little bubble vader to get up and down. All right. We'll need to do that first before we test the farm. Otherwise, we're going to have all sorts of craziness on our hands. All right, so where am I? Glad things are going okay for you, though. So I've just... Am I a little scattered? Yes. Yes, I am. All right, so we need to be coming down here to, what is this? Call it 4940 and minus, because, yeah, I'm in 40s somewhere, like right there. Okay, 4940 and minus 7384. 4940, 7384. I can probably not remember that. 4940, 7384. 7384 puts us right there, which isn't great. All right, so basically, I'm going to have a delay anyway before it starts doing anything. So 7384, 4940. I mean, this wouldn't be too bad. If I were to put a drop right around here. So I haven't been around much between illness over the holidays and your OR procedure. Right. Yeah, sleep schedules are cool. I like having a sleep schedule. All right, so... All right, hang on. I just want to... I want to free cam down. Yeah, I guess this will be okay. Right about here. In fact, let's kick it back just a little bit so I've got some room. But we'll drop down. We'll drop down here, I think. I mean, dropping down here would sort of be something, I guess. I don't know. That's the center of the control. I mean, the go button is there. We will need a selector somewhere. Okay, I'm just going to stop thinking about it. We're going here. Thinking is too hard. Anyway, I'm glad you're back, though, Sprite. I hope everything ends up going okay for you and you're sort of settling back into some remnant of, or some semblance of health and stuff. Or is it this way? I forgot which way. Oh, yeah. Nope, I was digging the right way. Ah! Okay, let's be sure the light's okay. All the good stuff. All right. Beautiful. All right, so we need to set up a drop, which I think... actually, it would make more sense for the drop to be on this side. Okay. So this side's going to be our drop. Okay, let's go ahead and just... we'll just shove a chest in there. That works out okay. Powdered snow and carpet would be good too, but it's all right. And then what I need to do is I need to go up. So the next question is, do I have some trapdoors? It's all good on the sleeve front. Oh, right. Takes a while to get sorted again. I get that. I totally get that. Wow, it's a good thing I've got all of the blocks here that I want and stuff. I wonder if I have some trapdoors, because I've been using pale oak, I think, trapdoors. Yeah, so I want to keep that going. I've got some pale oak wood in there, so we can make that happen. Do I have any pale oak? Well, that would be a no siree, Bob. Okay. Well, let's just drop off some random gobbledygook here. Craft up another shulker box, because, you know, that's fun. Do you want to craft a shulker? And shove it in a box. Okay. All right, so I did have pale oak down here, so let's hop down here and get it. Which I think was in a box that I totally was paying attention to. Yep, that's right. I paid attention. 0 attention was paid. Just in case you were curious. There was 0 attention paid to anything. Like, where the heck are my trapdoors? There we go. Well, that's more than enough. Anyway. All right, so basically what I need to do is I need trapdoors here. But man, I feel you on the, hey, everything's just getting back to normal and then something else happens and everything falls apart again. I get that. I get that a lot. All right. Okay, so that's the drop column. This needs to be the bubble vader, which means it would be really, really helpful. Like, exceptionally helpful if I had some soul sand. Which... ooh, I have. Ah, what do you know? It's a Christmas miracle. I mean, I know it's almost Valentine's Day, but, you know, these things can be delayed somewhat. Okay, so This is going to go here. We'll have to get the water flowing. It's going to be great. Something small you're looking forward to. Small could be fun. Right, so that's there. You know, signs would be okay here too, but we'll just slap some trapdoors in there. Do I have more water around here somewhere? I mean, aside from this water that I've got flowing. Ah, yes, perfect. Okay, now, I don't think I have... I mean, I've got some bone meal. Oh, I don't think I have enough kelp and stuff to make this happen right offhand. So we may have to go get some more kelp ingredients here. Yeah, okay. Am I familiar with a circle water bottle? Yes. Yes, I am. I think a couple of my kids have them. Yeah, as I recall, they liked them. Okay. Work our way through the redstone. It's all right. We're good. We'll get through the noodles. It's going to be great. All right. Yeah, this will work. And just because I really like doing this, we'll put in some scaffolding here too, just because I think it's going to be cool. All right, but let's go get a little bit of kelp, which is, of course, up here. Yeah, I think my youngest actually won a circle water bottle in a giveaway or something at college not too long ago, which is fun. All right, so which was a couple of years ago, only available at Walmart's there. Okay. We've only had a few of the flavors, okay, that we've had here in the US. Okay, that annoying, but not unsurprising. All right, so let's see, kelp. Hey, Emma, how's it going over there on Kick? I hope that you are having a fabulous day. Yeah, we'll just bone meal this. It'll be fine. I've got plenty of bone meal. I've got a bone meal machine. I'm actually tempted to build another one. A bigger one. More powerful one. One that will, in fact, bring new meaning to something or other. Yeah, that should be more than enough. All right. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of taking my moss farm that I've designed. That tutorial video went out Monday. If you are wanting to build a fun moss generator, it's out there. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. But yeah, I'm thinking if I were to take that, so it can just generate moss, and have that feed into, you know, bamboo farm, which I happen to have right here, or into a tree farm, which I'm thinking of building down here, something maybe slightly explosive. It could be all sorts of fun. Okay, anyway, past Friday, your hubby was going shopping. Oh, he saw a variety pack with 3 flavors you've never tried. Ooh, nice. Nice. And Emma over there on Kick, you're from Italy. Shiny. The daughter spent some time in Italy. She was on an exchange type. It wasn't quite an exchange program, but it was a. She was there studying ballet, and got to spend some time at, what was it, like the oldest ballet school in the world, I think, is in Italy. So awesome. Anyway, Sprite says, so he got those flavors for you. Oh, nice. It's fun seeing other flavors of things. All right, cool. So this is going to be our up and down. So when we'll be able to trigger this thing and then drop down here and then grab ourselves some shears and get ready to shear the cobwebs as they come. Okay. This is great. So now I need to rig up how we're going to be dropping the silverfish. Fortunately, that should be a fairly straightforward process. He says, knowing that it will always be more complicated than he expects. All right, so my background is cool. Thanks. It's nice having my bookshelf behind me. It's all fun. All right, so let's. All right, so that's all going to go there. I need rails because that's never been a problem. I'm really hoping. Let's see, that's detector rails. I'm going to have to craft up some activator rails, aren't I? Yeah, because I don't seem to have any. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So let's get some powered rails. Oh, also I need my redstone box. If I'm going to be crafting activator rails. How? Just to test your knowledge here. How does one craft activator rails? Because obviously I know. Sticks and torches and iron. See? You knew all that, right? Right. All right, I only need one, but okay. Well, I may only be crafting one, so you know, it's it's all good. We're fine. Everything's great. Okay, activator rails. Cool. So the way this is going to work out is we're going to activate a rail right here. That should be powered all the time. Okay. Right, so activate a rail there. It's powered, which is wonderful. All right. That's less powered, but okay. All right. That's fine. Well, you know, I'm a little bit curious. Why do these get powered and this one not? You know, I'm sure there's a reason, a good reason for it. There might even be a bad reason for it. I don't know. But I would sort of curious, you know? All right, so let's see. Do I have some regular stone? I probably have some here somewhere. There we go. I think I'm scientist. Oh, a scientist? Is that what you're going for? Not so much. Though I do like science. Science is cool. Oh, I don't want this to be a... Yeah, there's something else I want to do with this. All right, but I do need... Those are all activator rails. What? That's why they work. Darn it. Activator rails and powered rails don't talk to each other. Okay. Because of the bookshelf. Well, only a few of the books up here are tech related. Some books on programming Perl and XML and stuff like that. Most of these books, it's Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and, you know, other fun stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and, all right, I'm gonna lose that block forever. That's fine. Okay, so this is going to go here. What I'm going to do is let's get a dispenser. And this is going to be a little bit of a weird thing here. Ta-da. All right. All right, so we are going to get a dispenser. That's going to go there. I need a little bit of room. All right. So, powered rails. There, there, and there. Okay. So the idea is we're going to dispense a minecart. It's going to whip over here. Drop off our happy little silverfish. And then we're going to destroy it and send it back over that way. Am I a YouTuber? Yes. Yep. You can check out my channel, Emma, at Music Free Gaming on YouTube. So, yeah. All the fun and excitement. Do I still have my... or did I put it away? What happened to my rail box? Oh, there it is. Okay, for a minute there, I thought I let it despawn or something, and that would have been really annoying. All right, so what I need to do... yeah, social should pick it up. On the other hand, the... yeah, the Kick integration stuff is just a little funky. What is my plan for YouTube? I stream there. I put out videos. Okay. I sometimes put out videos. Not especially often, but, you know, sometimes. Like I said, I just dropped one yesterday, or on Monday, so there's that. All right, so that goeth there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't work over there on Kick, though. It should have. The socials command. All right, cool. So we're going to be ejecting all of our happy little silverfish out this way. Do I want to place some glass here? And place it over there. Yeah, just trigger from there. That's fine. All right. So the plan here, oops, that would be bad. Okay. I don't need to be attacked by a bunch of weaving silverfish. That would be crazy. And I'm purple. All right, so what I need to do now is, you see my YouTube channel. Nice. All right. So what would be the right way of scooping up this and doing things? So what I want to do here, let's grab a hopper, and actually I'm going to need a lot more hoppers than that, aren't I? Okay, I believe you. One of these boxes was my iron box, and it had a bunch of iron in it. All right, cool. You know, it's nice when I actually have things that are doing the things and the things. It's all sorts of fun. Oh, Emma, are you about to try to sell me your graphics design services? Oh no, what are we going to do? It's almost as if that were against the rules of my channel, and then I would have to ban you. Isn't that exciting? Aren't you excited? Are you excited to be banned? Oh, I bet you are. Oh, I bet you're so excited. Oh, it's gonna be exciting. Shall we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yay! Okay. All right, so let's see now. We get ourselves, if not a furnace, a dropper. Cool. All right. So I'm in a mood today. I don't know why, just am. All right, so cool. So that's gonna go there, and then I'm just gonna run some hoppers underneath this line, just to make life simple. To make life simpler, I should get some sand and a cactus, maybe. Okay, it's gonna have to go this way a little bit more, I guess. All right. That doesn't need to be redstone. That is actually going to be a problem, because if we put something in there, haha, it's not going to do anything. That would be awkward. Okay. You wanted to push the buttons too. All right, that's fair. Okay. Got the same problem here. That cannot be redstone. All right. Next spammer that shows up, we'll let you, you can ban them, Sprite. We'll, that is one of the annoying things about Kick, is they do tend to be really spammy. All right, so I think, so the minecarts will spit up there. I think I can. Oh no, that powers that. Okay. This is a really nice data pack that I've got going on here. So it looks like I can maybe put that. No, I can't put that there. The minecart will stop. Okay, that should work. Cool. I'm using it's a resource pack called Redstone Tweaks, which provides a bunch of cool little extra visual things for redstone. Sort of in the spirit of some of what Vanilla Tweaks does. It's really handy. All right, so I think... All right, so where's my activator rail? Activator rail goeth thusly. Hi. I would like to... Okay, we can just block that off. That's fine. All right, so in a perfect world, all of our happy little silverfish will get ejected right out this side and plummet to their unsuspecting doom. It'll be fun. Okay. That is the plan. So the next thing to do then is to actually get the minecart. So the way we're going to do that is, I think I'm just going to do it the old school way. Let's get some sand and cactus. Which service do I use? I use a service called Beamstream. It's beamstream.gg. It's got a slight cost associated with it. It's like $4 a month US. But you can stream to a zillion different platforms. It's like 30 or 40 possible platforms. I do like 3. You know. All right, cactus and sand. All right. All right. So, let's see. Where was I going with stuff? I don't know. Oh, right. I was going to go get some, a cactus and some sand. You know. Because it makes sense. All right. Also, since I'm here, let me drop off some random garbage that I don't need. Wow. That's apparently all the random garbage that I don't need. Right. Sand. Sand. Let's see if I have sand. Okay. Grab a sand. We'll grab I've already got a block. I just need a cactus, which I live in a desert. I would hope I have a little bit of cactus. That's it. If I have to, I have a cactus farm. I can go out back to the cactus farm and get cactus from there. Turns out I actually have lots of cactus. All right. Uh-oh. Well, that's not quite what I had in mind, but sure. Okay. No, we're good. Everything is great here. All right, so the plan then is we come over this way. So what I need to do then is the sand is going to go here. I think this is right. The cactus will go up on top of that. All right. Do that in a moment. I have to clear out a couple of blocks, though, I think, to make this work. Right. So cactus goes there. Stop it from growing. And then right here, yeah, we'll just do the thing. Okay, cool. Then if I were to somehow get a minecart on there, or minecart track. All right. So let's see if this actually works the way I'm hoping it does. Okay. So let's put that there. I should have a button. Okay. We're not going to be using a button, but we'll start with a button. Okay, so it runs over and should. There it is. Okay. Cool. That works. So now it's just going to be a matter of. Okay. So then it's just going to be a matter of how fast we launch the minecarts. Okay. But otherwise, this should work out great. Okay, and that's solid. So I think the minecarts will all end up right on that. So yeah, this should be good. Okay. Well, that's something. I don't know what, but it is definitely something. All right. So what I'm going to need, first of all, is let's grab a few minecarts. Okay. Oops, those are hoppers. I recognize them. They're from history. No. Did I mention I'm in a little bit of a weird mood today? I don't know why. I just am. Probably has something to do with, you know, science or something. All right. So, cool. So let's be sure we know what the heck is going on. Right? Do I know what the heck is going on? No, but could I? Sure. All right. So the plan. Flip this lever. So, oops, nope, that was right the first time. Okay. So in this configuration, the silverfish will come this way. The minecarts will pick them up, drop them down the hole, and they will, at least once they've got, once they are appropriately splashed, they should get cobwebs. Okay. The other thing I need to do is turn off the slimy bits when we're in this configuration. So, cool. How do I do that? Yeah, that's going to be a thing. Yeah, another streamer talked about multi-streaming. Oh, right. Yeah, there are a lot of ways to do it. If your bandwidth supports it, and your computer is beefy enough, which is the other side of the coin, there are a couple of plugins that you can add to OBS. Atom has one, and I think I forgot what the OBS. There's one that's just a OBS plugin you can just use. Those will let you do it just native. But if you want to go to more than a couple of different platforms, something like Restream, which is another great platform, just more expensive, or Beam, which I've really liked. Those are definitely things. All right, so cool. So that's going to be a thing. Oh, right. I need to turn off the other side. Hang on. I need a free cam. Where is the all of that redstone? It's up there. That's not helpful. Okay. So what I need to do, because I'm going to have to rig a clock over here to sort of match what's happening on this side, just slower. So I think what I'm going to do, let's just, I'm just going to, oh, I can't break that. That makes the farm work. Lever. Hi, I have a lever. We're just going to manually lock this. Okay, we're totally fine. Yeah, your duty is done. Awesome. Okay. That's going to click here in a minute. I want it to not. Okay. Cool. I just didn't want it to drop an oozing potion when there was no need to drop an oozing potion. All right. So for the moment, this is locked. Okay, so this clock will not run even if I do the thing. Okay, that's great. Okay, which is good. That's definitely a way of turning this side off, which is, as I said just a moment ago, a thing I'm going to have to do. All right. Oh, hi. It's a little bit of a fall there. It's okay. I'm not dead. We're totally fine. Okay. Yeah, no, it's all good. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll pop out a little bit of just walkway over here. Okay. Now, just to keep our happy little silverfish from being too fishy. Actually, you know, I probably should drop that down. They're going to be, it's okay. That's okay. We can put it up higher. It's not going to hurt anybody's feelings. I mean, okay, it might hurt somebody's feelings, but their feelings are unimportant. It's really, my feelings are the only ones that are important here, and, well, except for a few other people's, but that's okay. Actually, everybody's feelings are important, and now I'm feeling sad. So, hey, let's all get together in a big group hug, just like, you know, creepers at a convention. No, that's not the right analogy. I'm sure there's a good analogy here. I just don't know what it is. So we're just gonna, you know, pretend like I didn't say anything at all and move on with life. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. All right, so I am gonna have to control this from this side as well. All right. Yeah, so we've got a handful of things happening here, which is fine. All right. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to need a timer here. All right, I'm going to need a timer here that's going to run, and basically every, I don't know, about 3 seconds, maybe? I think that sounds right. About every 3 seconds, I want it to run a minecart across the top here. I think that's going to be approximately correct. All right, so the question then is, how? Let's see. Obviously, we're going to need some redstone because that's how this works. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to need some redstone dust. You know, let's redstone torch it up because I don't have many of those. And I think what I'm going to do, comparator burn down clock, I think is going to be the way to go here. So let us craft the comparators. Okay. Good enough. That can go away. Grab some of those. And then what I need is... Yeah, we'll just need something to trigger that. But... do I want to do a... Yeah, let's grab a repeater. I, of course, don't have any, which, you know... Okay. No, it's a thing. It's not like I, you know, wanted to do things or something. All right, so let's go ahead and craft up some repeaters. All right, so what I'll do is we'll take one repeater in here. This will strongly power this, okay? Oops. Okay, so if we get, right, so we get that hopper there. And then if I were to, let's move this button. Okay, so, here, let's redstone dust like so. Oops. Trigger that. Okay, so what we should end up seeing is a hot minecart here. Trigger it again, it goes, and it obviously saw the minecart run across the top there, so. Okay. Cool, cool. All right, so that will work. So I guess the next thing I need to do is get the comparator clock here going. All right, so comparator clock. We're gonna have a comparator clock. I think because I need it to be about every 3 seconds, I'm gonna go like so. All right. That might be enough. Actually, it might be even too slow, but if it is, it is, and maybe I don't care. All right, so this would go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, actually, that's probably about right. All right, I could live with that. So then I just have to trigger this. So that'll go. I just need to trigger it every so often. You know, you ever have those moments when you realize maybe I've just done something really stupid? Like, because if I power this like that, it's just going to stay on. All right, so cool. Hi. Just in case you're wondering, the sound you didn't hear was my brain working. It was just going, I don't know what to do next. Yeah, no, this happens a lot. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Together, we can get through this long national nightmare. It's okay. I have no idea how I managed to design like an actual working redstone contraption here. I can't figure out timers. Though, if I'm going to be honest, it's not like I do timers all the time. So basically what I need this to do... You know, let's just build a hopper clock. It's going to be just that much simpler. All right. You know, the redstone is probably, if I put redstone dust there, it's probably unnecessary, but wow, look at all the junk I have in my inventory. Cool. Hi, could I store some junk in this box, please? Cool. All right. So, redstone dust will go here. Totally unnecessary, but that's what we're doing today. All right. Now, what I'm going to need is Oh, hoppers I've got, comparators I've got, sticky pistons I now have. Okay. This is probably really dumb. Okay, just saying. This is probably the least effective, or I don't know, efficient maybe. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Efficient. I don't use the word often, or more to the point, it doesn't apply to me very often. But here we are, and hopefully we'll be able to do something cool here, right? Sure. Okay. Do you want to build some redstone? Do you want to make things move? If only I had some blocks. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put down some smooth stone because I'm not an animal. All right, so that go with thusly. All right, comparator. You know, I got so used to building the vertical versions of those that I totally forgot how to build the horizontal versions, but here we are. All right, so cool. All right, so that goes like that, and then about how many items would be about 3 seconds. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably. 1 would. Okay, there we go. That's better. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit long. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Okay, that's too fast. We'll add a couple more in there. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. That's probably good. I might drop one more in there just because I'd rather, let's err on the side of being a little bit slow right now, and we'll worry about it. But this is the idea, is the mine carts will go about every 3 seconds, pick up a silverfish, and then drop them down on my head. Okay? And then I can clean up all of the stuff, all of the cobwebs. Okay, so that's going to be the idea. Now, here's where things are going to get a little bit interesting, all right? So let's talk through the way the system works, because I need to figure out a little bit of timing for myself, okay? So doing this thing is fine. When the farm starts, it starts the pain and suffering for those allay and starts spewing silverfish. Okay, it splashes them with a infested potion. Silverfish come out and they do their thing. It's awesome and amazing. Okay, cool. All right, silverfish are going to come down here, and they're going to queue up. Now, I don't need this to go nearly as fast as the oozing potion does, because the reality is, well, this one goes about, I thought, what does it trigger, like 4 times during those 3 minutes that this is active? I think the reality is I'm not going to need more than that. Okay, you guys get back down there, okay? You're not... I'm glad this is tall enough they don't end up here. I mean, there's no place for them to go once they do get up here, so that's something. Still. All right, so the plan, I guess, is we splash them once. So I don't really need a, ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Clever of me to use my spine to break my fall like that.
Okay. So if I'm going to splash them once or maybe twice, I just need it to build up. So I've got a bunch of them over here and then splash, which is about this time. I just only need it to go once and not 3 or 4 times. I mean, I guess if it does, it's 3 minutes per splash. I'm just worried about how many I can actually have drop down and actually do anything with, okay? Because if they drop down too fast, they could end up dropping down into the cobwebs. If I were to make that center section put a carpet over it, then there would never be cobwebs there for them to get caught on. That might be okay. So really what I would need to do, what if I just change this clock? Because all of this, I mean, the timing is fine. All I would need to do is change which dispenser gets triggered. So that instead of dispensing oozing potions, it dispenses the weaving potions. Okay. Which is going to be fun and exciting. In fact, while I'm over here thinking about it, let's go ahead and load up. Do I have a chest? No, because I turned them all into hoppers. Wow, I am good at this. This whole having stuff available when I need it thing. Okay. Splash them with the stuff. I don't know why I've got, do you want to build a snowman in my head, but I mean, I would know why I would have the song In Summer in my head, because I watched Wonder Man, and that silly show has a club remix of In Summer and stuff. Hey, Snoopers, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, and thank you for turning me pink, apparently. Hope you're having a day. And I hope your computer woes are going to get themselves sorted out. Okay. So, the good news is we should maybe have less chaos here, perhaps. Okay, so they eject. You know, just to be mildly paranoid. Okay. So we'll drop those down there. Let's go to yeah, I guess I don't have to use a crafting table to craft up a pale carpet, but you know. Hopefully get it back soon. That is fabulous. All right. So, what we shall do is okay, they'll drop there. So in theory, we should never get a cobweb here. That's the hope and the dream. What I might do, yeah, I don't know if it'll make any difference at all. I was wondering if maybe I should stick a powdered snow. I mean, because they won't, I don't think they walk on it. But if I drop a powdered snow right there, just to ensure that they drop straight, that might be a thing. Okay, let's go ahead and get out our powdered snow. Honestly, I have zero clue if this is going to make any difference at all. But, you know, we'll do it. Okay? The other thing I'm a little bit concerned with is it might try to eject the our little silverfish off to the sides, and that would suck. So that would suck for many, many reasons, not the least of which would mean probably my death. So turns out I'm not fond of, you know, being killed by bugs. Okay. I mean, I don't know if that I'm particularly in the minority for that, but that is pretty much where I'm at this point in my life. I don't want to be killed by bugs. If you want to get killed by bugs, that's up to you, okay? I'm not going to harsh your mellow. I'm not going to you know, tell you that's not okay. But my personal tastes and desires do not involve being eaten by bugs, okay? Okay? We good with this? Okay. So, all right, so what I need to do then is I need to, as part of our toggle, we need to power this guy instead. So, okay. You don't want to be killed by many things. Yeah, you know, it's strange how... Oh, I could actually kick this right under here. That would be perfect, in fact. Where's my axe? Gimli, return my axe. Okay. All right, so what I would have to do is switch the direction that goes. That goeth thusly, which would trigger the dispenser. Okay, so then all I would have to do is have some form of selector over here that says which direction this power is going. I'm sure this is going to be perfectly easy and very normal and stuff. Right, because I totally made this easy on myself. Okay. Yeah. Make totally easy and stuff. I don't, shoot, I might have to weave. Okay, let's do it this way. No? Maybe? Yes? Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Right. So basically the idea is that this would come like this. And then I just have to break the circuit. I want to see something here. So actually, I'm just going to take that off because I don't want it to actually trigger. Let's see. Do I have a target block? That might be good. Target. Nope. In fact, I'm not even sure that I have wheat to make a target block. Because that would involve actually having wheat and stuff. Okay. Well, one of these days I'll actually build okay, one of these days I'll actually build a wheat farm or a hay bale farm actually and have that do stuff for me. Okay, but what I wanted to do is you have wheat? Okay. Yeah, I might see I've got some in the city, but I don't think it's been growing because I haven't been there. And I don't have any here, so I'm sad. Okay. All right, so, but basically what I want to do is if I have Oh, what if I use a note block? A note block might be okay. I might have to go hunt down a player head, but this might work. All right, so if this goes... Well, that's not nearly as helpful as it could have been. No, I'm sad. Yeah, I just need to... Yeah, I might have to hit you up on that, Snoopers. All right, let's, should we go on a field trip? Let's go on a field trip, wherein I check my storage and see if I actually have anything. Also, maybe I should put away some of this stuff. Okay, I don't need the rails anymore, because that's cool. Those can go away. That can go away. This is why I have a bundle to hold all of those little things that I don't need anymore. And the ever-growing number of levers. I always have full pockets, though, at least in this case, part of the reason I have full pockets is because I've been digging out areas here, and it's just been building up in my inventory. Just like Doodle. Yes, well. Great minds think alike or something. Yeah, we're... Okay. That was weird. Alright. But Doodle has very random things. Well, that's fair. Alright, let me go take a look and see what we've got. Yeah, the city. I'd hate to have to do it, but I might have to just throw down a set up a little ender pearl stasis chamber. It's always entertaining when she explodes. That's fair. That is fair. All right. Let's see what's in my storage. And yeah, you miss her. Yeah, I didn't really get to know many of the people on that server very well. I ended up out of my industrial district, and I wasn't on as often when they were all on at the same time. So, okay, I know I do not have. Yeah, I don't have hay bales or redstone. Anything useful in there? Cool. Nope. All right, let's head to the city. Yeah, darn. I'm grabbing a bucket. This way, if I do need to set up a stasis chamber just so my wheat will grow, I hate doing it, but it'll do something. Your place is closer. It's true. Well, we'll take a look. I should sleep. The good news is it's not that far either way through the nether, but yeah, let me sleep and we'll see what you've got at your place there, Snoopers. Anyway, I am excited though. I got my video out yesterday, and that was cool. Let's see. Where is your stuff? That's not that way. Let's see. I am lost. Let's see. So that's the thing. Is that you over there? That seems far away, but I guess maybe that's right. All right, so let's see. And we have... Oh, that's the Pale Garden. Okay. Northish. Oh, maybe this is you right here by your ghast farm. That would make some semblance of sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see where this portal goes. It's probably someplace useful. All right. Cool. Yep. All right. Let's see. Snoopers has stuff. Okay. There. Ah. All right. I'm gonna raid your chests here and just see. Okay. Did have a little bit of wheat there. All right. Well, I happen to have a sparkly hoe, so let's just harvest. All right. All right, and I will of course replant because I'm not a barbarian. Okay. I don't know if you actually wanted those planted or not, but you know. That's right. We're just getting all Snoopy. Ah. Okay. I'll let those corners go back to being whatever they were. All right. Did I get? Okay, I did get a stack plus, so that should be good. I mean, hay bales are expensive, man. I definitely need to get a wheat farm. Some lovely automated nonsense. Hi. I would like to jump on you, please. Thank you. There. We'll put those back the way they were. All right. I don't know if you've been keeping the seeds. Oh, got some more wheat. But actually, do I want to hang on to that? Yeah, it's all right. I don't know if you have a composter over here or not, but somewhere belongs the seed. No, okay. All right, good enough. Good enough. All right, so to the southish. Yeah, right there. You just composted at the garden? Okay. Cool. Well. Yeah, you're old school. That's fair. I mean, I could understand even just a little hopper to composter thing. One of the two. Or just old. You know. Some of us have that affliction, you know. But I figured I'm not old, so you couldn't possibly be old. So, you know, I think we can agree on that, right? Okay, so I'm going to put that extra wheat in there. Question, answer, 18? What am I looking for? Oh, you know what? I am going to save these seeds. If I want to do a wheat farm. Oh, look. Plenty of cactus there. All right. So this should work. I hope. How did this base turn out compared to what I envisioned? Actually different, but that's because my visions were vague and undefined. Right? Does that make sense? So the Gast Bridge actually turned out really cool. That turned out even better than I was expecting. The overall the overhead shape of this isn't bad. This is fairly close to what I had in my mind a little bit. As for how tall, I didn't expect it to be this tall, even though in my mind, I knew it was going to be 3 layers with redstone space between it. Oh, the gas bridge is too scary? That's fair. I'm actually tempted to set up a portal in here somewhere so that you don't have to go through the bridge. You could just cut over the nether roof and just end up right inside the base. I just don't know where I'd want that portal to be. So yeah, I think overall this base ended up being taller than I was totally expecting. And I have no idea what the bottom is going to be looking like, but I'm a lot closer to the ground than it felt, right? You see, it is a falling hazard. It is, Snoopers, and I totally get not parkouring well. The good news is that bridge is typically easy. It's like 1 block jumps. It shouldn't be hard. But that said, I fall off of it a fair amount too. So yes, it is definitely different from what I was expecting. But again, vague and undefined. But it's not, but I like it. I like how it ended up shaping up. Heck, if you want to make a not so secret base in there, let me show you, because, let me hop up here. I mean, that's right. You don't have the benefit of wings. That's fair. I have a couple of rooms up here. Sprite has already staked one out, but I had 3 rooms that I had no designs for that I figured would be just nice little spaces. Whoop. Right here. There's this one. Sprite has claimed this one. And then there's this spot over here. You are welcome to set up a little thing here if you want to. The only restriction is in this room. Those trapdoors have to stay, but you're welcome to cover them up. Because that's this wall here. So if you want to have your own space here in the habitat level, you are welcome to do that. I am more than happy to, well, hey, if you do, it's one less room that I have to figure out how to decorate, you know? My interior design skills are hit and miss. Sometimes I really nail something like that enchanting room or the chapel that's the church in the winter area. But yeah, you will claim a room and definitely not also make a secret spot. Okay, that's fair. I've got a lot of empty space in my base, so, you know, would not be surprised if something just turned up somewhere. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some target blocks. All right, perfect. All right, so what I want to test here. So if I put a target block here, and am I running? Okay, no, perfect. All right, okay, take that repeater out so I don't accidentally trigger something. That does not move through the target block. What I would have to do... Okay, so that clock goes. What I would have to do is... I think I have to pull power out of it. So let's move this. Oh, but this still has to be on the clock. Okay, so that's fine. So if I do it this way, right, that would go there. All right, well, when I trigger this, this is definitely going to fire that splash potion, isn't it? Do I have a lever? Of course not, because my levers are all back here. Okay. Oh, that's just gonna... All right, fine. It'll just splash. That's okay. So if I trigger this... Yep. That works just fine. Okay, so I can basically do that, except what I would do is come underneath here. Aha. All right. Yeah, something here is about to make a little bit of sense, and I'm a little bit afraid. Okay, sticky piston, and then let's grab a slime ball, make another sticky piston. Okay, cool. So, the way this is going to work, if I can come through here correctly, yes. All right, is we're going to stick a piston. I should do this from up there. This whole directional block placement thing, you know? All right. So the plan then is to sticky piston right here. Ta-da! And then I need to put one, yeah, right there. Okay. Cool. So then what I'm going to do is we'll trigger this so one is up and one is down. And then we'll reverse it. So right now we're on spider cobweb thing. So this would be down. Okay, so that's the idea. This would be down. So this clock will still go, right? And then this one, I need a repeater coming off of here to pull the power out. Yeah, man. Sure. That target block totally should go there. Uh-huh. Yep. It's not at all the wrong place or anything. Okay, so I need a repeater to pull power out of this block. Okay, so when we hit the button, yeah, that goes out that way. Did it power twice? Okay, I guess we're okay. All right, stream joke. Why was the shirt happy to hang around the tank top? Because it was armless. Okay. Okay. You know, I'm not entirely sure I like where I am now. Yeah. All right. That one was just a little bit, it's a little bit cringe. I mean, I know what I like to hang around tank tops, but it has nothing to do with a lack of arms. And we'll just go with that. Okay. Also depends on who's wearing said tank top. Anyway. Yeah, the potential was there, but yeah, it's not so much. Okay, so all right, so what I need to do then is I need to power each of these. So when we're on this guy should be up. Yep, that's the... See, that's the quote that needs to be there. Not one of the other quotes that was probably somewhat less appropriate to my whole family-friendly whatever. Okay. Heck, I can do it. All right, so if I were to bring that up here. Okay. Well, guess what that doesn't power? Right. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is move this a little bit. That's fine. It's just redstone. It can go all sorts of places. Even places that something makes sense. All right. All right, so that would go there. Okay, yeah. I'm stuck. Okay, perfect. So when that's on, that is doing its thing. Cool. And then I need to come up here to this one. I think I can basically do the same thing. Is I can bring my happy little stone blocks here. This is about as kludgy as you would ever want. But it's going to work, I think. All right, so now if I flip this lever. Okay, so now we are in slime mode. Okay. Awesome. And then when I flip this lever again, now we're in cobweb mode because this won't go off. This still opens. Okay. Oh, stream joke. What's the longest word in the dictionary? Smiles, because there's a mile between the two S's. For those of you outside the United States, that would be approximately 1.4 kilometers. Okay, it's actually less than that. Because there's 6/10 of a kilometer, 6/10 of a mile. So, all right, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I didn't say I was good at math, just that I have a degree in it. Okay, there's an entirely different meaning between those two things, okay? Anyway. All right, so our switch works, which is good. All right, so we'll splash them with weaving potions. Right, so they'll end up coming out over here. What I could end up having problems with them is if they end up dying here. But maybe we should be okay. This isn't Riley's night. No. Riley's having a moment. Excuse, someone licked the cheese from my nachos. Yeah, okay. You know, if I'm going to be honest with y'all, I think... Oops, that is full. I think we're actually... Yeah, it's nacho cheese. You can't have it. No, it's nacho cheese. Nachos. That's my pickaxe in there. That's a silly thing to have in my redstone box. Anyway, I think I'm just about ready to test this. Oh, and we're purple again. So what I need to do is let's go get the weaving potions and let's see what form of disaster we are going to have today. Okay? I mean, we already had crazy streams of I guess we'll go from down here. Crazy streams of silverfish eating my face. Maybe this will not be one of them. Okay? Maybe this will be a stream where silverfish do not eat my face. And that would be awesome sauce. Which is also good on nachos. I don't know what would be in awesome sauce, but nacho cheese seems like a pretty good equivalency to awesome sauce. A really good queso, you know, something that's cheesy and spicy and very tasty. You love silverfish, especially their heads. Yes. Sadly, this farm will not get you either of silverfish heads, but I mean, if you like fish heads, you know, that's a thing. All right, Riley. Stream joke. What creature is smarter than a talking parrot? A spelling bee. E-I, no. That's what we have with this today. All right. Do need some more potion bottles in there. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and we'll restock our water bottle supply. Yep, I'm going to have to get some more bottles in here. All right. So, yeah, good joke. Sadly, Riley does not understand that command. That would be much more helpful. All right. All right, and let's go ahead and... Well, I was going to pull those weaving potions out, but... what the heck. Let's go ahead and lock that so we don't get any more in there. What the heck. They can stay. All right, let's give this a try and see if this works. At least I know the redstone works because the slime farm portion of this mess works just fine. So, and I'm using all of the same redstone. It's just, I'm just redirecting it to the other dispenser. So I'm sure this is going to go, it's going to go perfectly the first time. We're not going to have any problems. I'm not going to watch, you know, as my life passes before my eyes as I'm hunted down by 1,000 silverfish. Okay? Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're going to be fine. Everything's going to be safe and stuff. Right? Yeah, probably. You know what would be really nice here? Some handy way of getting to this box. All right, so. All right. The farm is armed. All right. So, whoa. Yeah, no, we're good. Everything's going to be great here. We're desperate for a good joke. All right, stream joke. What time did the man go to the dentist? 2:30. See, it's funny because it's a pun based off of a time, that, you know, because, okay. Riley is, I mean, it is kind of cute. It is one of those jokes I remember hearing when I was in kindergarten and probably thinking was funny. Now, admittedly, humor was different back in the 80s, but, you know, still. All right, let's see how this works. Okay? This is either going to work great or I'm about to have a really, really bad day. Okay? So, we're going to start flashback. This way, I can have this recorded for posterity. And, all right, so, potion's triggered. I drop down here. Back, that joke was, what's a dentist's favorite time? Okay. All right, so we should be seeing silverfish. All right. Yep, here come the silverfish. Okay. So they're going to drop down here. All right. And then it's about a minute, I think, before this splashes. So we'll see how this goes. And hopefully we'll do a thing. This is a place too I might be able to block off and get in a lay in here picking up cobwebs. The problem is they would get caught in the cobwebs, and allays do not cobweb well. Okay. All right, so they're dropping in. Should just be just a moment. Okay, I think they're coming. Maybe. Okay. All right, any day now. They are definitely dying, which is not ideal. Oh, I locked the thing! Whoops. Well, okay. So that was a unsuccessful test of everything involved. I manually locked that. Okay. Sorry. That's not good. All right. So let's yeah, that is what we in the industry call a whoopsie. All right. So now, so that clock should run now. And unfortunately, we're getting entity cramming of silverfish there, so it's not going to... Okay, here they all come. And then, let's see, the minecarts pick them up. They do not. Okay. That is not great. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is fix the rails. All right. Well, that's not fabulous. That's not fabulous at all. Okay. Well, that's great. Okay, so before I do that, let's be sure that the farm is off. It's not, but okay. So what the minecart is for, actually what I should have done. Hang on, I'm going to switch this. Oops, too late now. I'm just going to switch this to slime mode. So what the minecart is for is it's going to pick up a silverfish. These guys would all have weaving on them. Okay. So that when they die, it generates cobwebs. The problem is I need time to mine out the cobwebs before they splat on the ground. Okay. Otherwise, there's a chance that the next one will fall and just land in the cobweb, and that would be bad. Okay. So the idea here is that I'm picking up silverfish and dropping it off at approximately every 3 seconds. And that should give me enough time to, maybe 3 to 4 seconds, somewhere in there. And that should give me time to deal with all of this. Okay. So, now, because this is a just big pile of nope, I need to get out of here. So let's go despawn this mess. The good news is I think my base is outside of the despawn sphere. Yeah, rage pits. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's like the mosh pits of the 90s, right? You're out there rocking out to some punk band, you know. There's probably just as many, you know, insects and stuff there. Okay. All right, I believe that was high enough to despawn them. Yeah, yeah, the mosh pit. Yeah. Boy, yep, that was, talk about things that were never my jam. Yeah. Now, see, mosh pits were never my speed. Ball pits were something else, but mosh pits, not so much. I was, okay, good. All right, so our clock is still running, so let's go ahead and turn it off. All right. All right, so I'm going to have to adjust this, which may mean moving the whole thing up a level, which I can see. All right. All right, so cool. All right, I can do that. It's pop this. Where's my shovel? All right, so I have to put the put this up one. All right, that's relatively easily done. Okay, so that goes there. This is gonna have to move. Okay, cool. So let's do that. So these go up a block. Cool. All right. All right, so let's try this again. All right, so, oh, we've got 87,000 minecarts here. All right, so dropper goes first. Dropper goes first. Yeah, I'm going to have to move my clock up one. But that's fine. Should be just fine. Okay. Dropper goes there. The dispenser goes here. Okay. Right, dispenser go. Oh, wrong tool. Okay. So we'll get that. Now all of these hoppers go away. All right, mine carts go into there. All right. Okay, so hoppers go there. Cool. And that, okay, and that means we get one hopper on top of that, because I remember how I put this together. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna have to get up there. I've got a bunch of glass in the way, which is, you know, typical. Oh, right. Okay, we're going to have some other interesting problems. All right, so let's... Uh-oh, what did I broke things. See, this is why you use smooth stone or something, so you know that, hey, I can't delete that block. Okay. All right, so, right. Anyway, so we're going to have ourselves an interesting problem here. So we're going to have, let's see, that goes away. That glass comes out there. All right. Oh yes, head off, do a thing. Doing things is cool. I recommend doing things once in a while. I don't know how often that, you know, you want to make a habit of it, but, you know, sometimes. Ugh. Sneezes. Okay. All right, we'll just stop that. All right. And now we power our rail. Okay. This is... All right, this is going to be a problem. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this and realizing, okay, I'm going to have a serious issue. So, here's the problem. The silverfish are going to end up here on these chests. And turns out, silverfish will just probably walk right over these rails. And that's not going to be good for anybody. I mean, there's just a certain level of nope happening there that... you know, because other, you know, they'll walk over the rails, they'll meander out into the world, they'll eventually decide they want to, you know, I don't know, vote or something, and that would just be weird. This is going to be a problem. That is a recurring theme on my streams, actually. Yeah. Okay. And I don't have any way of stopping them there. I mean, I might be able to... Should we just test the disaster? Because, yeah, what'll end up happening is they'll push over here. They'll entity cram. They'll end up blocking the minecarts. That is just going to not work. Cool. So, how is this going to happen then? So why are the chests there? The chests were there to lower the silverfish down, potentially. So that they... Ooh. Actually, maybe I solved this problem in the wrong way. So the chests were there so they would be lower than a block. Yeah, see, yes. Yes. So the problem, silverfish are less than a dropper. Silverfish are less than half a block tall. So whatever you do has to deal with that. Okay. So and it's just a problem. Okay, dispenser. Cool. Okay. So let's go ahead and move our hoppers again. But if I stop the water sooner, yeah. Chair is asking, why do I need so much string and cobwebs? I don't need the string. I actually have plenty of string. But I want the cobwebs so that I can brew weaving potions. Oh, well, I guess that hopper's now somewhere else. I don't know where, but it probably hit the cactus. That's fine. Doesn't make me sad or anything. Yeah, so that's all. I want to be able to brew weaving potions. And that takes cobwebs. So, you know. Simple, right? Yeah, and one of the reasons I need cobwebs, one is the weaving potions. But another reason is I want to build a phantom farm. And I haven't thought of how I might do that. Cobwebs for annoying players, obviously. But yeah, I have a thought of how I might build a phantom farm, but it's going to require cobwebs. So I figured, let's have a lot of cobwebs and make that happen. All right, so that's going to go there. Activator rail goeth. It's going to go there. Confused player. It's going to go up here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Also, did I throw my scaffold? Oh, I was going to say, I threw my scaffolding in a box again. Okay, so that's going to go like so, and then I need... Okay, I'm just going to leave those other redstone boxes there. Now, here's where I think I'm going to solve this. It's because I think what's happening is the silverfish are floating, and it's generally wise to not have floaters, okay? You got to flush appropriately. So what I'm going to do here is let's grab some signs. Actually, signs are... I mean, signs would be fine. Okay. Signs are gonna be okay. Fence gates would be good here too. Okay. So the water will stop here. The silverfish will still end up there. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and close these in. The last thing I want to do is have another silverfish escape. Okay? That just seems, you know, bad and stuff. Oh, we're adding so many quotes today. and we've got the same nacho excuse. I mean, nachos, to be fair, are really cool. You know what's really not good though? Flamin' Hot Doritos. Man, I have never had such disappointing Doritos as the Flamin' Hot Doritos. They are all spice and no flavor. It's like, come on, man. Give us actual things. So, okay, so they're going to end up there. I think... Hang on, I want to get some more glass. I mean, well, I like a good, like the spicier nacho or the salsa verde Doritos, amazing. Those are delicious. Horrific for my, health and stuff, but who cares about health when you have Doritos? And, but yeah, just otherwise horrible. I think what I want to do is I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to put these blocks here. I think that will solve that problem. Also, there, we'll keep them from glitching through like that. All right, so we good through there? I think so. So the idea is the silverfish will end up on the chests. They're still too tall to make it through the gap themselves, but maybe they're close enough where the minecart will pick them up. Okay? All right, so we've got that turned on. Let's set this to cobweb mode. All right. All right. Shall we unleash our new disaster? I think so. Okay. Minecarts are doing things. Oh, hey. Look. Stuff I dropped. All right. Let's see if we can unleash this thing. All right. This clock is on. Or it's not locked. Okay, so that's good. So now, all I have to do is get the shears. You know, just for my own sanity, we're going to put the shears and the sword next to each other. Because I have a feeling if things go badly, I'm going to need one of those. All right. And we go. All right. So, what should be happening here is in a minute. Oh, I need to block this off too, because I think silverfish ate their way through some of those blocks. Anyway, okay, silverfish are dropping, which is good. They'll drop down onto the fence gates. All right, which again, good. All right. And the magma block. Oh, okay. They dropped. Okay, I almost don't want to look away. Okay, if they drop, and things happen. All right, so now they're going to sit there, and the minecarts do not pick them up. Ew. Okay, now here's another interesting question. Can minecarts even pick up silverfish? That, I didn't even think to look at that. Let's see. Let's check the wiki. The minecart wiki, let's see. Is there a list of mobs that can be picked up here? That, that would have been a good question to have asked at the beginning of this process. Will they pick things up? Mobs. Okay. Bats, ender dragons, wardens, withers, iron golems. No, according to this, they should be able to. Okay, they're not. Okay, which is obviously a problem here then. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Right. Okay, so let me just double check here. Silverfish. So a silverfish is 0.3 blocks tall and 0.4 blocks wide. So they will 100% fit through slabs. Okay, well that sucks. All right, well, that's not great. That's not great at all. Stairs are half a block at the stair side of it. I don't seem to recall actually having said that, Chair. Also, I didn't think you should be able to use that command. Huh. Okay. Anyway. Yes, because that command is for quoting stupid things I say. All right, so I'm going to let the silverfish hang out there for a minute. I'm going to take a look here. Okay. Farm should all be off at this point. Yeah. Okay, so we did get some silverfish die here with the weaving, which is great. Huh. Okay, yeah, they're definitely not doing things there. So I think what I could do, I could disable the weaving so I'm not splashing them and they just drop to their doom. All right, at least for testing purposes. So, are we done with all of the stuff there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks all sorts of exciting there. All right, so I think what I'm going to have to do, we'll have to despawn the silverfish, obviously, because otherwise that would just get really problematic. All right, and let's see if there's something I can do about those. Yeah, I almost died to silverfish multiple times last week. I am not in the dying to silverfish mood today. All right. And back down we go. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Maybe it'll be fine. Yeah, see what I'm worried about is if I put in slabs, obviously they'll fit on the slab. I'm just worried about them getting pushed over and then blocking the minecarts. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's right. If the mood ever hits, we want to get eaten by silverfish. Yeah, we're all sorts of set here. Okay. All right, so let's see then. Okay, let's go and turn off the minecarts. Okay, so what I could do. Oh. So I can't make them go up any further. You're very tempted to jump in there? I mean, I won't stop you. I might recommend against it, but I wouldn't stop you. Okay, so. All right, so let's see now. Let's go ahead and take out some of this glass. All right. So if they're going to drop down here, I don't want them to push past the minecart, but they very easily could. Snoopers, you and I are thinking the same thoughts. I'm not sure if I should be excited or scared, but we very much have the same thoughts going. Let's go let me get some honey blocks and see. Because if they get on the honey blocks, they'll stick. Now, they could still theoretically walk. Oh, that's the wrong side. If I were to put the rails on, so we'll put the honey blocks down there for the silverfish to land on. Okay. But if I were to put magma blocks that the rails are on, yeah, oh no, you totally had a good redstone thought, Snoopers. I know. It's okay. Somehow you'll survive. The shock doesn't necessarily have to kill you. Oh, that's right. I had to go double check because I think my honey farm is broken. Oh yeah, go get a lottery ticket. If I put the rails on magma blocks, they aren't going to want to pathfind onto them. Right? Because mobs don't like to pathfind onto things that will kill them. I know, they're weird like that. So the problem is we're going to have so many silverfish that they might just push each other over. And that's not going to be great. But let's give this a shot at least. So we're going to put honey blocks there. So they'll drop down and get stuck. If I put slabs there, they'll still be stuck. Because honey, like slabs, they do things to you. Like if you have slabs or trapdoors over a honey block, for example. Like see, I can't jump because I'm all sticky here. Now theoretically, obviously they could still do things. Yeah. Honey is so sticky that it's just sticky all the way through the block. Okay. All right, so they'll end up down on the block there. The minecarts will go. All right, let me go turn off the weaving potion for a minute. I think I already did that actually. Yeah. Okay. Ow. Well, you know, that wasn't at all painful or something. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Everything is great. All right, so what I'm going to do, just double check. This is the weaving portion of this is turned off, right? Where did I put it? Where's the redstone? Okay. Redstone is off. So what should happen is... All right, so I'm going to just watch this from up here. Because it's going to be safer from up here. Safety, third or something. All right, so... All right, so our allays are suffering the pangs of eternal peril. This is not unlike being on social media, actually. You just suffer through pain and more pain, and just annoying little bug critters pop out. Yeah, no, this pretty well describes most social media platforms. Okay, so what we end up having here... yeah, see, that was the concern, is they're going to get stuck. Yeah. So yeah, that's not good. And then eventually, yeah, see they get stuck. I mean, they have been just dropping down there. I hope they've been dropping down there. Yeah, it's not, it's like it's not even ejecting them in the right place. Yeah, so I mean they do drop down there and it would eventually splat down here. It's a long enough drop, they'll die. And because they don't have weaving, they're not going to. How did you get up there? Did I just see that one escape? All right, hang on. From the safety of free cam up here. They don't care about powdered snow. Okay, that's good to know. All right, that is all right. It's time to leave. Okay, let's see. Is the farm's not off yet? Hang on, we gotta wait for the farm to finish. But yeah, no, this is bad. Okay, so they don't, and they're just glitching through it. I see. Cool. Yeah, they're glitching out of the farm. You see them getting sort of shoved through the corner there. Yeah. All right. Which means I do have some infested stone down there now, so that's cool. It's not so cool. It's not. All right, so step 1, remove the powdered snow. Okay, step 2, we're going to be digging a lot of that stone out so we don't end up getting eaten by something. I like it when my floor just comes alive and tries to eat me. It's the best fun ever. Okay, so let's hop down here. Okay, minecarts do the thing. All right, so step 1, remove the powdered snow. All right. Cool, so they should now just plummet to their doom. Yeah, see, like this is infested. All right, there might be a few more around here, but it's a decor choice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Did you ever watch the movie The Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nick Cage? And they have the Persian quick rug. Yeah, that's sort of a fun movie. All right, so let's talk about our disaster here. All right, so yeah, it's not the greatest movie ever, but it's kind of fun. It's got Nick Cage, and it has the guy who does the voice of Hiccup in the How to Train Your Dragons movies. I forgot his name. It's a fun movie. Not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination, but fun. All right, so okay, so that in theory, it should eject them out that way. It's not, but it should. Probably because it doesn't think there's a space. See, I'm a little bit worried if it is going to eject them and they'll get ejected into like that space there and that space there. That one I could solve. I can move this. I could move the cactus closer. I can't solve that space. Because that would... All right. Well, let's get ourselves some hoppers. Okay, and let's deal with this. Okay, so that's going to go there. We'll just move this over. Okay. Okay, sand. So it goes there. Cactus goes on top of it because that's just how cactus works. Oh, if I do that, though, it's going to eject into the corners, and I can't have that. So, all right. This is going to have to stay here. Okay. All right. That's fine. Now I just have to go get all of the hoppers that are somewhere. Oops, that's the wrong block. Okay, here. You go. Let's see how much... Yeah, I looked on that. I didn't see any... Okay, there we go. Oh, this hopper locked. I see why. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, yeah, no, perfect. Oh, January took a lot out of you. I totally get that. I get that 100%, man. I'm definitely feeling the I'm done with today. Every day. Okay. All right. So, okay, I can't place anything here next to the cactus. Okay, which is fine. All right. So, how do we solve our fish leakage? Does my job have year-end stuff to do? Not for me. Because I work at a university, so semesters are a thing. When it comes to when we hit finals week, we go into maintenance freeze in the IT shop, so I don't have a lot to do. And then what I do, oh right, I was gonna get that. And then we have like a week off, and I took 2 weeks off because I needed the vacation. Okay, let's go and pop this out. Okay. Again, I don't know if this is going to make any difference at all, but I'm going to give it a shot. So for me, the year end isn't that big of a deal. The other side of it is we work off a fiscal year that ends in July or ends in June. We start a new fiscal year in July because that's what that's what the government does. So yeah, all the fun. Okay, let's get in here, put this rail back. Okay. What was glowing on that hopper? It just had that was just signaling that it had redstone signal. Yeah, I've got a data pack or a resource pack on that will highlight when a hopper has power. Or like this dropper is powered or dispenser is powered. You can see those little red dots. Yeah, it's a resource pack called Redstone Tweaks. Sort of modeled after vanilla tweaks. Okay. Take that out and put that back. Okay. And so it's really nice. So if a hopper is powered, right, you can see it's got this little red ring. It's not powered, right? But this one right here, let me free cam down so we can see it. That one's powered through this, right? This repeater is powering this dropper, which is also powering this hopper. So it's really handy when I'm doing redstone so that I can see all of the stuff that's going on. I don't like to leave it on because it also does a few things like adds borders around all the concrete and stuff like that, which I'm not a fan of. but that can't go in the redstone box anyway. But it's really nice though for doing all of this other redstone-y nonsense. Actually, okay, this is dumb and stupid, but just in case things go a little wonky, I'm going to actually come here, take this out. I'm going to put in a couple of magma cubes here. Oops! Right. Can't put anything there. Anyway, I'm going to put a couple of, not magma cubes, but magma blocks. So if a silverfish does squirt in there, they cease to be a problem. Okay. Oh, and I'm blue now. Cool. All right. So that's maybe a little bit too much, but hopefully be okay. All right. So I have not solved this problem though, because the silverfish may still want to walk over that. The problem is getting them to stay here. And that's just not okay. All right. Let's let this go again. Okay. Make sure we don't have any weird stuff in there. Okay. I think I lost a minecart, but that's all right. Not that big a deal, it turns out. All right. So let's go ahead and fire this sucker off again, and let's just see what sort of impending disaster we can get going here. It'll be great. All right, so off we go. Also, I should see how we're doing on potions here too. Okay, we're doing all right. May have to brew up a few more of those here in the not too distant future, but all right. All right. All right, so yeah, this is going to be the problem that I think I may end up having to solve on Thursday is how do we scoop up silverfish? Oh yeah, you see where it dropped him off? Okay, yeah, see we got stuck there. And it's dropping him off here on the side. It's not dropping him off here. Okay. Yeah, it's... I might be able to solve that with a trapdoor. Because I think trapdoors... Yeah, see what's happening... See, ejector rails have a eject to the right bias, but it does look for valid places to go. And unfortunately, a giant pit dropping them to their death is not valid, which is why I was thinking the powdered snow would be a thing. Turns out it's not. So, let's see. Do I have... Oh, I've got trapdoors like crazy down here somewhere. Somewhere in a box somewhere. Okay. Oh, and that wasn't ideal either. Okay. So I'm going to have to put another hopper there, I think. All right. But let's see if I can... Maybe I can sneak through here and put a trapdoor right there. Okay, so maybe. No, it's still ejecting them here. That's not okay. Dang. Dang. Okay. Um, shoot. Well, that's just not going to work at all then, is it? Okay. Minecarts. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Also, I think I might have lost another couple of minecarts, but okay, whatever. Um, but yeah, jeez, that's. I guess if it ejected them there. I mean, if I move this over here, which I could do, what if I had him eject out onto a trap door that would then open? I mean, that might work. Yeah, I mean, they are occasionally just out of random dumb luck end up over there. Okay, and the only reason why I would want to put it here is that I can actually power this trap door from redstone over here. So, right, I can just run this way. Okay, which means I would have to come down from here. Okay. Fortunately, I know this is safe, right? Yeah, totally safe. Okay. So they would drop right here somewhere. It's a trap. Yeah, 100%. I believe you. Hang on, I threw away the moss carpet that I had. I guess I can put a trap door there. That's fine. Should be fine. It's probably fine. Might be fine. I don't know. It's a random guess. Okay. Here, let's just reverse it. Aha. Look, I'm thinking. Okay. Careful, I'm not sure. Thinking might be contagious, so just a heads up. Okay, so they'll drop down here. Okay. Clear out a little bit of space just because. Okay. So if they're dropping onto that, then what I need to do is figure out how to get back down to the farm. Okay. All right. So yeah, they're just going to, right now, they're just going to slowly die. Which, okay. So let's take that out. Okay. Out of space. Space. Okay. All right, so that should go like that. The activator rail probably ended up right somewhere. Okay. Close enough. All right. Oh, hey, stop sending minecarts. That's going to make life so much easier for everybody involved. All right, let me see if I can. All right, so this isn't cool, but it's, hey, at least one silverfish isn't a big deal. Multiple silverfish is, you know, a problem, but one shouldn't be a problem at all. Okay. Ow. Who's killing me? And please stop it. See? See what I said? One silverfish isn't any sort of problem at all, right? Okay. So they're not going to drop down there. That's fine. We'll block that off. Okay. And then they'll Instead, they'll drop onto this trap door, which will flip open. Okay. Okay, we'll just bring them down this way. So I need a block that they can't eat. Okay. That seems like a suitable block. All right. Cool. All right, so then what I should be able to do is get some redstone dust. You know, it's scary, but we might actually be really close to solving this thing here. All right, so what I need to do... Oh, let's get a repeater. Strictly unnecessary, but I think it's going to make life a little bit easier for me as I come across here. So, let's see what I need to do. Let's come up this way. I do have to actually turn. Okay. So that's, okay, just block that off. Okay, because I do have to turn, I have to power. Oh, actually, maybe we'll just do it this way. If I were to take this happy little block right here and go like that and like that. Okay. So. Okay. That can't be there. That has to be a repeater. Okay. Right, that's backwards. It's just a case of this has to be closed when the minecart drops everything off. Okay, so that means what I have to do is do it this way. Oops, that's not right. That'll go there, and then this will go like that. Okay. And then, of course, that one silverfish is doing nothing, but that's okay. It would be nice if he swam down here and would be helpful. But no, he's not going to do that. So, you know. All right. Cool. So now we still have the problem of the silverfish squishing out and not getting picked up by the minecart. But I don't know how to solve that problem. Yeah, that's a stupid problem. Do not like that problem. Because I guess maybe if I were to drop... I don't know. I mean, having them right next to the track isn't bad, but then they're still pushing over. I've got it. Oh, I've got it. I think I've got it. I need snow. Oh, I think I've got it. So they are 4/10 of a block tall, right? Which means they can slip through that gap for the well, geez, this is bad. So they can fit through the gap that a slab gives. But if I stack up, let's see, 5 snow layers. 5 puts it at half 6.2. Yeah, I think snow layers will do it. This might be a thing. Okay. It's really stupid, but I think it'll work. I mean, it's nothing is stupid if it works. Let's... Okay, hang on. I need to clear up some inventory space because when do I ever not need to clean up inventory space? Right after I've died. That's when I need to not clean up inventory space. Oh, it's late. I should be stopping. I'm not going to. I'm going to see if I can solve this. Okay, let's get over here. Let's grab some snow. Okay. Snow. Yeah. Okay, it should be enough. So yeah, if I take out those slabs, replace it with 5 snow layers each, that should work. There's still the potential issue of them blocking the minecarts, which is annoying. But it's possible if I were to stack up one additional snow layer, so there are 6 of them, maybe that would be enough? I don't know. Okay. Stop. All right, so let's see what we can do here. All right. Now I'm going to sit here and crouch because I don't want to burn my feet. I know, weird, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. If this works, I'm going to be actually very surprised. I know. But at this point, that should be tall enough that they can't get through it. So, okay. Honestly, I should have that clock set for so it only turns on when I'm doing stuff. But all right, when I'm doing the silverfish or weaving farm, that would be smart. Okay, let's eat a carrot. Let's start the farm and go. I don't know, man. If this works, I'm going to be really excited, but also kind of surprised. So, you know. All right, so here comes our first wave of silverfish. Come on down. Get slightly toasty. That's fine. All right. Splashy, splashy. Now they come down here onto the snow. Okay, other than the fact they are still slipping down into the snow a little bit, this is working great. Okay. I think I need to switch that trap door so it's on the other side. Okay. Can I do that? See, I might be able to do that from here. Okay. Hang on. Where's my axe? Okay. Also, probably should reset. Okay. All right, so if we take that out, put it that way. Okay. Hey, I've got a silverfish head, so that's awesome for somebody. Okay. Somewhere here I had a box that had a silverfish head in it. All right, fine. You can go in there. All right. So it's... Yeah, we're still getting... They're still sort of pushing through, so maybe I do need to put another snow layer in there. Okay, but... Sort of getting closer, I guess. All right. All right, well, let's head back up to the top and despawn all of these silverfish. Okay. Good news is I will rarely need to be doing this trip after the farm is running. So that's a thing. Okay, let's make sure the farm is off. Oop, farm is still on, so hang on. You think you're super delayed. You might need to refresh. Oh, it's hard to fix on mobile. Yeah. Refresh or jump over to Twitch, maybe. Okay. Okay. There we go. Farm should now be off. So let's go up. We'll despawn the silverfish. I'm going to add a couple of snow layers because they seem to be sinking down a little bit. So if I add one more, maybe that'll do the thing. Oh, Twitch is twitchy. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Yeah, I've done everything I can on the YouTube side to minimize the delay, but unfortunately, you know, apps will be apps. Okay, so let's hop down here. I'm so close. I should stop, but so close. Okay, let's go ahead and stop that for a minute. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one more snow layer. So that's now 6 blocks up. There we go. Oh, it's not as bad as you feared. Okay. All right. Well, guess we tried this again. Well, okay. Yep, I meant to fall down. That's 100% a thing I meant to do. Totally meant to fall down and stuff and things and stuff. All right. Cool. So, let's start up the farm. All right. And let's see what it does. I'm hoping. Yeah, falling with style. Oh, boy. Speaking of doing things with style, got, new podcast episode drops. It just dropped for subscribers at musicfreegaming.com yesterday, but drops for everybody else on YouTube tomorrow. Yeah, as opposed to just splatting, yes. Okay. Did I not push the button? I didn't push the button. Okay. There we go. That should work. Farm is now doing things. Or am I in a... Did I end up in a weird place? Why aren't my LAs soggy? No, it's not the potion. It's the water. These guys should be... Oh, there it is. Finally. I wonder if I'm somehow out of sync. Okay. We'll see, I guess, when the farm stops, but... All right, anyway... So we are spewing silverfish, so I guess that's a thing. I need a sink. Yeah. All right. Okay, so now they're dropping in. How are they still slipping through there? Because it's... Maybe they're glitching through? Because heck, we're just about to the point where I could put something else there. Because these are what? What did I put these? 6? I could go one more snow layer, but that's about the same as having honey blocks or something there. Which I guess would be fine. I think I need another trapdoor here just to keep them from doing that. Okay. Doable. Very doable. Okay. Let's see. Where is that block? I can get to it. Right. I need to come right through here. Hi, guys. Do you want to just fall? That would be great. Thanks. Let's see. Where's my sword? Okay. Okay. Cool. Back off, man. There we go. Cool. That should stop them from, yeah, there we go. So they're falling a little bit better. We're still getting minecarts stuck on the silverfish. But at least when they're landing on the trapdoor... Okay, no. This whole getting stuck in the hopper thing is not okay. That's just not okay at all. Ick. This is just not working. Yeah, the fact that they're getting pushed through into the minecart isn't great. Is not great at all. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, we're trying, right? I mean, it's not, I guess it's not too horrible of a disaster, right? Kinda? Okay. Yeah, it is. But I can try one. We'll give it one more try. Oh, hi, look at all these silverfish. Okay, yeah, look at all these guys down here being all, you know, silly and stuff. Silly silverfish being skinny. Look, if God meant us to be skinny, he wouldn't have invented pizza. Okay? That's just facts. And okay, let's see if I can squeeze this snow in here. Can I please? And then the center one would be great. Okay. There we go. So that puts it at 7. Okay. Ooh, that, other than the fact it's maybe not quite working. Is it working? I mean, we're still getting silverfish. Honestly, I might just replace that snow with honey. Because that's how that works. I need to stop. I need to be stopping. I'm not stopping. See all the not stopping happening right now? Okay. All right, so let's try it. Okay. Hi, guys. All right. I don't know if it's going to make any difference at all, but I'm going to try it. And try one more time and just see if it does anything here. Soul sand might be, or mud might be another reasonable option there, but all right. All right, one more try and then I've got to stop, okay? This is it. Last try. We'll see. We'll see. Unless it works, in which case then maybe we'll do one more thing. But I need to stop because I do have to go to work tomorrow. All right, so this needs to be... Okay, farm is off. Are my allays wet? Nope. I have dry allays. Good. Okay, farm has... Oh, it's definitely doing something. We'll let it finish doing its something. And done. Okay. Farm is now ready to use. All right. Okay, I heard the water splash. We have stinky allays. All right. All right, let's see what happens. The sea of glass down here. All right. All right, let's hope for the best. Okay. And here comes the first batch. Now they end up on the honey. And this is where we were at before. Yeah, they're just... It's just not working there. Okay. Yeah, see, I was hoping that they would, because honey's not a full block, right? So I was hoping they would just end up sliding down. Actually, this might be interesting. Ooh, if I do this, it's going to kill me. I was just thinking if I can replace a block. All right. This isn't working as much as I want it to. It's totally not. But if I were to replace, let's see, which block are they crushing into? This block right here. If I were to replace that with honey, because honey's not a full block on any of the sides, they would squish over just a little bit. I look at me stopping. Totally. See all the stopping I'm doing? Totally doing it with all the stopping. Okay, not stopping. I want to fix this. I want this to be done. I want it to be working and all of the cool magic stuff happening, and unfortunately this is a long clock. So all right, fine. We're just going to stand here in front of all of these silverfish and probably get killed while I go back to this screen. So I want to thank all of you for hanging out today as I deal with this happy silverfish disaster of, hey, at least they didn't all spew out and eat me. I've had that problem often enough. I do want to give a shout out to my supporters over at musicfreegaming.com. Y'all are awesome and amazing, and I appreciate it. Yes, thank you, Stoopers. I'm hoping to get it. I'll get it. We'll deal with it Thursday. It'll be great. Oop, that's the wrong button. Let's try this button. Okay. But thank you all. Next stream will be Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So until then, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.